and wouldn't let her back into the classroom.
That's some psychopathic shit there.
I thought it was classic. I think there were kids like standing on tables. Eventually, the head of department had to come up and open the door, and I don't know, like, what do you do? Do you put like 35 kids in detention?
Yeah, you can't yeah.
No.
But eventually that teacher quit because she was shit.
Yep. A lot of breakdowns in our school. A lot of teachers leaving.
We were
I
awful
think that
kids, though.
I may have been a part of one.
We mentioned
the circus.
We mentioned I believe her name was Miss Just.
Sorry, it was Miss Ferraro.
Really?
Miss Ferraro, the drama teacher.
Was it Miss Ferraro? Okay, that's fair. I remember she'd just come out of university.
Working at a circus? Are we talking about the same one?
Yeah, but she was a fresh teacher.
Yes.
She was very fresh, maybe first year teaching. And she, for some dumb reason, told the class that she was a contortionist in the circus. We mentioned this on the Montana episode.
We had a lot of fun with this, Corn.
Yeah.
So every single time she would walk into the class, the whole class would start going...
I'm sorry.
And eventually, she broke down in tears. I have to say, she was such a shit teacher because she'd come into drama.
Angry.
Really shitty and angry for some reason. And I don't know, she couldn't separate her personal life or some bullshit. She used to come in and point at like me and Carlos, a friend of ours, and be like, just do theatre sports. Just run some theatre sports.
I remember
be back.
that.
And she'd just leave.
Yeah, I remember that.
That's pretty dirty.
And we're like, okay, well, that's not really you teaching us. That's just us doing activities while you fucking jerk it in a closet somewhere.
It's a slow rub.
But I remember she left eventually.
Yeah, she did.
But then, I'm going to say 2 years later, I'm in senior doing like multi-strand science. And I'm with someone, I can't remember who, but I'm with someone in the science labs that was in that drama class. And she walked in as a substitute teacher.
No.
And as soon as she walked in the class, we looked at each other from like across the room and both just went...
No.
It's like that banana phone thing.
I really think she was like gonna go insane, like just break. The look on her face.
Oh my god, we were little shits.
Oh man, you called me a dickling. I did not refute that.
Yeah, dickling really covers it.
Yep.
It really.
She called you a dickling.
No, Khayl called me a dickling on the 2 episodes ago.
And
last episode,
basically
actually.
whenever I can.
Pretty much every episode since.
Yeah, you are a bit of a dickling.
Ever since he said he hated me in high school.
Well, you really seem to have latched onto that. And I'm glad we're talking about high school again.
Because it cut me so deep and you actually haven't apologized yet, so...
Well, I probably will apologize, but we should move on. I think we could, unless...
Look, we're gonna move on from this. And I'm gonna take the reins.
Well, actually, Govinda...
But that was your topic just then. You realise that, right?
Oh, you're right. Shit.
So, look, I think maybe you just sit back in the passenger seat and let the host with the most host the most.
You just wait until the PS podcast, Australia's #1 PlayStation.
Oh, shut up.
Unsubscribe, people. Unsubscribe.
Alright, so this topic is specifically because Ryan's on the podcast today.
Ooh. Oh, this is going to be good.
So I wanted to know how do you feel about organised religions? How do you feel? What are your thoughts on the afterlife? And before we get into it, this is brought up because Ryan once mentioned to me, like, wouldn't it be cool if when you died, you were given a list of stats on your life? Like everything you've done, how long you've watched TV for, how many times you tied your shoes.
But that was actually the afterlife. It's just an eternal thing of stats. Like, it's just, that's how...
Every little thing you've ever done, like how many ants you've stepped on, like just everything.
How many ants you've eaten.
Yeah.
Wow.
How many spiders you've ingested in your sleep.
Yeah.
That sort of shit, just everything. So I was like, this is going to be good. And from what I can tell, we're all pretty solid, like, non-believers in religion.
Let's be real. You're sort of a on-the-fence agnostic, which I think is bullshit. I'm going to be really honest right now. I hate that wishy-washiness.
No.
Take a stand.
100% wishy-washy.
That's what this is my argument.
You can't be like, God exists. No, and you can't be like, oh no, science is, science.
See, this is what...
Science can't prove shit, and religion's obviously a joke. So
science
obviously we don't know shit, so I'm just going to chill out.
The principle
I said, I was like, look, I'd like to consider myself like a shitty... Like, I don't know how shitty being an agnostic is, but I'm like a shitty agnostic. Because I don't like to think, maybe this is the ignorance is bliss coming into play as well, because I can never be, like, the penny can never drop in this until I die.
Episode 4 with Anders
I can't believe you know the episode. That's disgusting.
We don't have many.
So I like to think, look, I don't like to imagine that when you die, it's just, you're done and you're rotting in the ground. So, like, I like to, like, humor myself with the idea that maybe there's something else. And I don't believe in God and heaven and whatever that malarkey is. But maybe there's just maybe this is the prequel to something better.
I think,
or you just rot in the dirt and worms
yeah,
eat your brains.
yeah, no, I think that's putting
But that's it. It's all possible. But just for the sake of it, I just like to imagine there's not that.
No, but that's the beauty of it. I don't care, because if that is the case, then I'm just going to be dead and worms are going to be eating my brains.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to know that there isn't an
And so,
afterlife because I'm going to be dead.
But so my, I'm not even going to call it a belief, but my hope for maybe something else. I don't know what it is. I don't believe in heaven. I don't believe in hell. That's fucking bullshit.
No,
Whatever it is. I just, you know, it's my ignorance. It's my blissful ignorance.
You're an optimist. Like,
Not usually.
well, in this you are, certainly.
Yeah, you're hoping for something more after death.
Because the cold, stark reality is that the electrical synapses in your brain cease and your body becomes garbage. It starts to deteriorate.
But that's your body becoming garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
doesn't account for the spirit, Khayl.
Well, whether you believe in that or not is up to
Did you,
you.
like, okay, I don't know, I didn't read the study myself, but like a dead body weighs
Less after
like a body weighs less after it dies.
I'm going to call that the Full Metal Alchemist effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is that? You know?
Well, in that, it's an anime, of course. They use their magical powers.
I know.
Not the anime. We're talking about what is that in real life.
Well, okay, so what
What is that weight that's gone now?
Well, okay, so what they do is they try and construct a human body out of its chemical components.
Okay,
That's
you're still
saltpeter,
talking about Full Metal Alchemist.
calcium, all the things that make up a body.
Physically make up the body.
But there's something missing.
Exactly.
There's something
so what
they
is
can't.
that?
They refer to it as the soul.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't believe in that. I feel like it's just like your fart juices, like escaping your body.
I like to believe
it could just be fart juice, or it could be a salt.
I like to believe in karma.
Well, see,
and it's again. I'm using the term. I like to believe.
That's right.
It's a conscious decision that I like to believe in this, as it is with any organized religion.
Yep.
Which is dumb because you have to chant and go to shit on Sunday. That's
and give money to some pedophile.
That's right.
That's true.
That's actually a fact.
Specifically,
let's
if you're
not beat
Catholic.
around the bush.
Because the priests sure won't.
They don't wait for the bush.
Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord.
This went just as I'd planned.
All right, so bringing it back. Obviously, none of us are very religious.
Not at all. No, I don't believe in organized religion at all.
Yeah. So
I just believe there's things that cannot be explained by science in the physical world.
I guess, like you said, I like to believe. I don't really, but in my mind, I kind of like to think about fate, which I think is pretty closely tied to luck.
I was saying to you today, I like the idea of like the universe having a
when you
play
say
in
that,
things.
My problem is with the word "the universe" because it brings to mind hippies. Just
them dirty hippies in their dirty drum circles in my fucking backyard.
I like the idea of fate, and maybe like you can sort of alter that, although that's kind of against the idea of what fate is.
See, I don't believe I believe the universe is sort of like, okay, so the Big Bang happens and we don't know what happened before the Big Bang. That's why I believe that there could possibly be a God. That's why I'm agnostic and on the fence. Because you don't know where
High five for that, brother.
You don't know where shit comes from. We know the Big Bang happened. Well, let's say that we think the Big Bang happened, but we don't know what caused the Big Bang, blah, blah, blah. Matter can't just appear. We've proven that with science. Like, all matter just has existed forever, but then that's also pretty stupid. So, the Big Bang happens. All this shit goes out into this direction. All these planets start forming, gas clouds, suns, planets, life starts on this one planet of
Aliens
ours.
exist.
Aliens probably exist. But everything from that Big Bang, everything has been set in motion. And that's just how it is. From every little atom was already going to move. Like, the wind that's going to come through was always going to come through at that time.
A chain
at
of
that
events.
velocity, at at that temperature.
Yeah.
I was always going to say this one sentence.
This is, I think, why people use the term the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very large.
And this is how I see fate and like blah, blah, blah. This is just the way it's been set out. And it's not like some spiritual bullshit. It's just, this is just the set of events that have gone before me and will obviously go after. And there's no way to see that. There's no way to read into it.
And this is why I like quantum mechanics, because then they say that there are infinite parallel universes where everything happens.
I like that idea.
Any possibility happens.
Yeah.
I love fiction where...
Black holes, motherfucker.
Well, yeah, I like them too. But I like fiction where they sort of run on a kind of thing of like everything has happened before and will happen again. Like time is so vast that everything that's happened...
will inevitably happen again at some point.
Battlestar Galactica, that kind of thing. Like your
spoilers. No, I'm kidding. It's so old.
Yeah. But that kind of thing. I like the idea of taking it on a bit of a tangent. If you had to join a religion, what religion would you join?
Probably Buddhism.
Buddhism's pretty chill, unless it's Shinto Buddhism.
No, just standard, because it seems to be the most like accepting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just like, just be a good person and you'll be good kind of deal.
To be honest, like all religions, when it comes down to it, are very similar. They're all just like...
Well, no.
No, but like their core beliefs are very similar. It's not like... they have different names for their gods and they have different... like idols and stuff, but like their... how to be a good person are all very similar.
I like
Buddhism.
Whoa, did you just have a stroke?
Drunk, Buddhists don't chastise homosexuals.
Isn't what's his name?
Please speak into the microphone.
The main dude of Buddhism.
Buddha?
No, not Buddhism.
Oh my god.
Oh fuck, what's his name?
Gandhi?
Yeah.
It's not Gandhi.
No.
The Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama. Thank God. That was just like right at the front of my brain. I just couldn't reach it out.
Gandhi?
So Dalai Lama has come out. He's homophobic.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's quotes from him.
But I don't think that reflects on the religion itself.
He's like the figurehead of the religion.
Yeah, but
that's like the Pope going, nah, dude.
Well, no,
the Pope did do that.
Yeah, the Pope
said homosexuality is chill, and that goes against the religion, essentially.
That's straight against the Bible.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, okay, so we'll move on from that. So I've been saying this for a long time with organized religions, that organized religion made sense in the year 10 AD. Because even before that, like the Egyptians, they were trying to explain what the fuck the sun was, what the stars were, where this fucking fire shit was coming from. So the only way that their puny little minds could understand it, I'm calling any religious person puny minded.
You animal.
Is with like a all-knowing, all-powerful being, as opposed to science that has come through eventually and was like, no. We actually said it last week, and if we could go back to, what did you say, the turn of the 4th century?
Yep.
That if you got rid of religion then and science could prevail without persecution, that we would be much further along.
Yeah, there was...
Yeah,
there was a very...
say we'd be better off.
I didn't say it.
No, but I know you didn't say it. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I actually said it last week.
Oh, you actually did say it?
Well, I was thinking about it. I was like, maybe we would have figured out the damage like fossil fuels and shit were doing to the earth way before it was too late. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or maybe we just went...
Or maybe like...
we would have done the exact same amount of damage and gone,
exactly.
Shit,
and it's almost happened sooner.
Yeah.
Like, we would be dead now.
Oh, yeah, we'd be suffering for it now instead of our children.
Or maybe Nikola Tesla would have been set free on the world and Edison would have eaten shit like he deserved.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that probably still would have happened.
Alternating currents is bullshit.
Is it
maybe wait, is that the good one? I don't know. I don't know enough.
I don't know. Franklin's a douche. That's all I know.
Yeah, he stole Tesla's shit.
Maybe. I think I could take it back to an exact point. It was the year 313 AD.
Ooh, almost the turn of the 3rd century.
Yes.
Fuck. This is fucking drama, guys. I need some sound effects in here.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
So...
Copyright?
You ruined it.
Rome was ruled by an emperor called Constantine. You might be familiar with this guy. He was
great song by something corporate.
Yeah,